Hello investors, my name is Dehan and welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. In today's video, we're going to be going over 5 stocks to buy right now. These are going to be stocks that either had earnings in the recent days or have earnings coming up. And some people did some profit taking on them and we had a little bit of a sell-off. And now I'm looking at them with some good buying opportunities for the future as we go throughout 2021 and beyond. Most of these stocks I plan on, if I was investing into these, I would be holding them for years and years, not short-term trading. I would do some long-term trading. So we're going to be looking at some charts, some fundamentals, and some analytics to see how earnings have went for these companies in the past and what the future holds. So guys, the first stock on this list is going to be FB, which is going to be Facebook. So obviously Facebook just had earnings, so let's actually report that right now. Let's see what happened with the earnings. So earnings was on Wednesday on 1/27/2021. So EPS actual was $3.88 per share. EPS surprised by beating by 64 cents per share. Revenue was 28.07 billion, beating the revenue as well by 1.64 billion. The Facebook earnings were great and the stock did sell off. It was down about $7.14 the day after earnings, or about 2.5%. Now, as we can see, in the past month, it was up and down. It was trading up here at around 274, came back down to about 245. Then we hit highs here before earnings at around 282, and now we're having this little bit of a sell-off, which is a great buying opportunity for us as long-term investors. So as we can see, Facebook was trading around $145, $146 when the Rona happened. Now we're trading at, we were at highs of around $300 at one point, and we've been trading at this level for a few months. So this one is definitely one I'm going to be looking out for, high potential. So the market cap on this company is 775.13 billion. We just looked at the earnings and we saw that Facebook has some amazing earnings, and their earnings are not going to be dropping anytime soon, especially with the pandemic going on right now. There's a lot of advertisements going on, a lot of things going on. Everybody is on their social media. People are doing things online more and more often right now, and I think that Facebook is a great buying opportunity for the long term. This company could definitely be a $2 billion company, and it will be trading at around $500 per share in the next 5 to 10 years. So that is why Facebook is going to be on our list. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that Facebook should be on this list or not? And as always, guys, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Let's aim for 200 plus likes on this video. Also, if you guys are interested in more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. Like I said, leave your comments below. What do you think about my picks in this video? And if you guys want to sign up for Webull, get your 4 free stocks when you sign up today. Links are going to be in the description right now. The second stock on our list is going to be ticker symbol BNGO. Currently, it's trading at $10.53. It was down about 4.5%, so it's going to be Bionano Genomics. So this is going to be a very, very big one. A lot of people have their eyes on this company. Market cap is very low, only 2.38 billion. But the thing going on with this one is, so a lot of people believe that the ARKG Genomic Revolution ETF by Cathie Wood is going to be, taking a dive on Bionano Genomics. So this one is pretty much a speculative play, I guess you could say. In the past year, it's up about almost 1,000%. It was trading down here about 54 cents about a month ago, and now we're trading at $10.53. So it's went up over $10 just in that short period of time. But if Cathie Wood and those ETFs that she has, the ETF ARKG, invests into the Bionano Genomics, this could be very, very huge news for this company, as it is a very small market cap, only 2 billion. This could definitely be a 20 billion market cap company if some huge plays started to move in. A lot of these huge money started to dive into this, and investors started to dive in as well. So this would be trading at around $100 per share if that was to happen. And so that's pretty much what we're going to be speculating on this one, especially in my opinion. I'm going to be looking forward for this one to get added to the ARKG ETF. If that happens, I think that BNGO has some huge potential for the long run, as the company is good itself, but if that was to happen, it would boost the company even more. So this one, either way, is a good play in my opinion, even with Cathie Wood or without her. Now, if we take a look for their financials, for the earnings, they had earnings on 11/13/2020. EPS actual was negative 8 cents per share, missing by 2 cents. Revenue 2.2 million, beating by 0.12 million. So revenue very small still. The company is very small, like we said, but they have a high potential for the future. So definitely one to keep on your radar for the rest of 2021 to see what happens with this one, if Cathie Wood and ARKG invest into it or not. Leave a comment below letting me know. Do you think that the ARK ETF is going to be adding this one to the list? Leave a comment below. Let's discuss why you think it will or will not. The third stock on our list is going to be a very, very hot one, especially with Joe Biden as our president, because he is all about that renewable energy, and this one is definitely going to benefit from that. It's going to be ticker symbol ENPH, which is going to be Enphase Energy. So Enphase Energy is up about 500% in the past year, trading at $193.74. It was up about $14.5 or about 8.22% today, but it did have a little bit of a sell-off in the last few days, and we're going to be looking at why that happened. So what happened actually in the last 2 or 3 days, what happened here is Enphase announced the acquisition of Softdesk, a software company that makes digital tools and services intended to simplify the sales process for the residential solar industry. This is another move to increase the software offerings from Enphase, which is quickly pushing into the energy storage and smart home system. So this was huge news for Enphase, but it had a little bit of a sell-off. So in the last 5 days, the stock's down about 10%. It was trading up here at around $220, hitting actually a high, all-time high for itself. We saw this, sell off all the way down here to about $178 actually today. That's what happened today, in the morning. So the stock was down. So we saw the stock right here on Thursday hit about $177. So it was down about $45 from the all-time high that it had a few days earlier. And then obviously we saw that huge run up back up, so about 14.5, almost $15 for the day. So this one is, a great company in my opinion. It does not have a dividend. The market cap is still pretty low, 22.62 billion. Plenty of growth room for Enphase Energy. If we take a look at their previous earnings that they had on 10/27/2020, EPS actual was 30 cents per share, beating revenue by 6 cents, and this was during the pandemic as well. Now revenue was about 178.5 million, which also beat the revenue by 9.11 million. Now I believe that this quarter is going to be a lot better, especially since more places started to reopen since the coronavirus was kind of starting to taper off and things started to open back up. So definitely going to be looking out for the earnings coming up in the next few weeks. So this one is definitely going to be a hot one. Let's hope for some decent earnings, and hopefully the stock can continue to push higher and create new 52-week highs for us. This one definitely with the renewable sector, like I said, I think that this one has some huge potential in the next 4 years, especially, and further on after that. Definitely one to keep on my list, as well as some ETFs that I hold actually in this company, like TAN, which is one of the ETFs, and then ICLN is another ETF that has a lot invested into Enphase Energy. A lot of people have missed out on this one actually, and I actually got in on this stock around $17 per share, a little bit less than $17. I believe it was about down here at around $14 or $15 per share in 2019, towards the beginning of 2019. So it was about $15 per share. Now it's almost $200 per share. So some massive, massive gains, about 7,000% gains, as you can see right there. So huge gains in the last 5 years, as it was trading at under a dollar, but very still beginning of a company. The company is still growing, and I think it has some more great potential in the years to come. Let me know what you guys think. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be AAPL, which is going to be Apple. So Apple is trading at $137.09. It was down about $5 or 3.5% on the day of recording this. So in the past year, this stock is up about 83%. As you guys remember, Tesla and Apple had that split, the stock split. So this stock was different price obviously, but it hit lows down here about $55 per share when the Rona started. So it's up over 100% since then. It hit highs here of about $143 per share in the past week. Now this one has a little bit of a dividend, 82 cents per share, about 0.5% of a dividend, 0.58%. The market cap is one of the highest ones in the market, 2.39 trillion market cap. So very, very huge company. Earnings, we just had earnings. So let's take a look at the earnings right now. Earnings were on 1/27/2021. EPS actual was $1.68 per share, beating by 26 cents. Revenue was 111.44 billion, beating the revenue estimates by 8.2 billion. And as always, guys, Apple crossed that 100 billion in a quarterly revenue for the first time in the company's history. It brought 111.4 billion, like we said, in total, with earnings per share of $1.68. The latest iPhones went on sale a bit later than normal, and Apple has had to again close some of its retail locations due to the Rona pandemic. But in China, they did some massive selling. They did some great things, and revenue was over 100 billion, the first time ever for Apple. That is just huge news. I mean, 100 billion just in revenue for just a company like Apple. Now, you guys know that Apple is definitely going to have the next iPhone. We have the 12, the 13. It's going to be the Apple 14, Apple 15, or whatever the name that they're going to be choosing for it, Apple 15T or whatever, Apple 15A, whatever it is. They have a huge fan base. These investors and just normal day people that buy these Apple iPhones, they're going to continue to buy them every time a new one comes out. And we're going to be looking at Apple Watches. If a new Apple Watch comes out, somebody's going to go and buy that. Whatever it is, an iPad, whatever they have, people and investors are going to continue to buy the stock and buy the product, which is going to continue to grow. This company is, not going anywhere for a very, very long time unless some huge competition comes out of nowhere. But right now, they don't have competition. Apple is just, it's built its name for itself and it's not going anywhere right now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And last but not least, coming in at the number 5 stock for our top stocks to buy right now is going to be ticker symbol NIO, which is going to be NIO Limited. So NIO, you guys all know it as the Chinese Tesla. So this one is trading at $58.37. In the past year, this stock is up about 1,300%. As we all know, it was trading around $2 or $3 when the Rona happened. And now, it's exploded, hitting highs up here around $62, $64 per share. So this one was up about $1.22 or about 2% as of recording this video. And then after hours, we saw a price upgrade, I believe by Morgan Stanley. Don't quote me on that one, but I believe they said that they had a price target of $80 per share. Correct me in the comments below if I'm mistaken. That is what I believe I just saw in some of the chat groups that I was looking at. So this one is up about another 2% after hours, or about $1.13, almost trading at $60 per share. But in the past month, we saw right here the stock hit a high of about $65 per share. Then we saw a continuation of a sell-off all the way down to about, it hit lows down here about $55, which was very, very low for us. A lot of panic selling happened right here as investors started to panic and think that this was going to continue to drop down. But then we have this bounce up, and hopefully we'll break through that $60 once again and continue to make higher highs. As always, you guys know that stocks do not always go up, even though you guys think they do. They have to go down sometimes, and don't get scared and have weak hands. You have to have those diamond hands. Hold that stock with your life. You got to be a long-term investor, not a short-term investor, because you're not going to make gains like that. So definitely another one that I love to have in my portfolio. Market cap is 94.24 billion, so under 100 billion market cap. Plenty of room to grow for NIO once again. Earnings, they've had decent earnings and they're doing very well with their deliveries. That's actually something we're going to be looking forward to next week, is for the NIO January deliveries. So hopefully they had over 8,000 vehicles delivered on 11/17/2020. EPS actual was negative 15 cents per share, beating revenue by 2 cents, or the estimates. And then the revenue actual was 690.26 million, beating the revenue by 24.66 million. So they beat, on earnings right there. This quarter, they're expecting an even better quarter. And I think that when they release those announcements for that quarter, I think that NIO is going to go through the roof, in my opinion. I think that they've done very, very well in the last 3 months, and especially with NIO Day, with some of the announcements they had, with the expansions they've had, and just the vehicles that they're coming out with. They have a lot ahead of them and a very, very bright future. And they're definitely going to give Tesla a run for its money, as Tesla is the #1 EV market maker in the world. NIO is a very good second place right now. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of competition as everybody wants to get into the EV market. Even Apple is trying to get into it. Then we have Lucid Motors, which is trying to do a merger with a potential company like CCIV, potentially, with all these people trying to invest into it. So we're going to have to watch a lot of these things and see how they all play out. But NIO, in my opinion, great buying opportunity on any of these dips, anywhere around the $55 area. I would personally add more to my holdings, as I think that's a great time to buy. I don't think it's ever going to get back under $50 again, as the company has some great future potential, and hopefully we build up a support level above that $50 area and continue to make higher highs going on out. So guys, leave a comment below. What do you guys think about these 5 picks that I had on my video? A lot of these either had earnings or have earnings coming up, and I see some great potential going throughout the rest of 2021. Leave your comments below letting me know if you guys agree or disagree with my picks, and also what stocks are you trading in general. Smash that like button for me. Let's get as many likes as we can on this video in the first 24 hours. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And as always, none of this is financial advice. This is just for educational purposes. Before investing into any type of stocks, especially penny stocks, make sure you speak to your financial advisor and do your own due diligence before investing. Now, if you guys do want to invest, you guys can check my link in the description for Webull. Get your 4 free stocks when you sign up today. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.